Who has the saddest backstory in Dandadan? In today's video, we're gonna be going through all 8 of our main characters to see who really had the most traumatic upbringing in the series. Basically, we're gonna start with number 8, and that's not gonna be sad at all. And then we're gonna go all the way up to number 1 to see who had the worst backstory in the series. Let's get into it. Starting off at number 8, we're gonna go with Kenta. Kenta is the thicker guy with glasses that's basically in love with Vamola. We don't really know anything about his backstory at all. The worst thing that he's probably had to deal with is probably bullying, and I'm pretty sure that's from Momo herself. But other than that, we don't really know anything about what goes on in his life or anything that's happened in his childhood. So as far as we know, I think that it's safe to say he didn't have that bad of an upbringing. For number 7, we're gonna have to go with Okaran. Now, he's another character where we haven't really gotten too much of his backstory. So again, if we go through to his middle school or high school life, I believe they're in high school. If we go through to his school life, yes, he's gotten bullied a little bit, but it's even worse because he also got possessed by a evil spirit. So that's pretty traumatic in and of itself, but it's not as traumatic as other people on the list. So we're gonna put him in number 7 because he's right above Kenta and he's just a little bit below our next character. At number 6, we're gonna have to put Momo. Momo, I believe that her thing was even worse than Kenta and Gokaran's, or Takamura, whatever you wanna call him. I believe her backstory, because we haven't, she's another character, again, for the 3rd time in a row, she's another character where we don't really know her backstory. But again, she was another character that suffered from bullying because of what her grandmother would make her do with that thing on the top of her head or whatever, that little sign to make her like channel her energy and stuff. Yeah, she was a victim of bullying and stuff like that, just like, you know, Kenta and Okaran. But also, we can dive into her high school life. She got abducted by aliens and almost got probed. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie, I think, this is my opinion, this entire list is my opinion. I think that what she went through was definitely worse than Okaran because he got possessed, but he did lose his ball. Anyway, it's too late to change it now. Momo is definitely more, that experience that she went through was definitely more traumatic, in my opinion, than what Okaran and Kenta ever had to go through in their lives. So far, that's how the list is looking. That's number 7. Let's look at number 6. At number 6, we're gonna have to put Ira. Now, her backstory, you might think that, okay, that placement is a little bit low, but I don't think so, because Ira's backstory isn't the ghosts that possessed her backstory. So the ghost that gave her these abilities, the abilities of the Acro Silky, that's the ghost name. She saw Acro Silky and she kind of just like was like, oh mom, like she didn't know that, like that wasn't her mom, but like Acro Silky's backstory was crazy, and I should do a backstory or like a backstory video about the ghost as well. Let me know if y'all want that in the comments. Honestly, Ira could be lower, but their backstories are kind of mixed because we don't even know where Ira's mom was. I feel like it's a safe place to put her because she didn't really, I don't think she had a mom, and I think that her mom was like missing or something like that. I don't know. I'm putting her there for now, but obviously this list can change. Let me know how you feel about her placement in the comments because she's probably the most controversial placement on this list. Let's get into the next one. At number 5, we're gonna have to go with Gigi. Gigi's parents were getting tortured by a ghost. They didn't even know that the ghost existed. Gigi got tortured by this ghost as well as a kid. They almost unalived themselves. If they didn't, I'm pretty sure that they survived, but like they almost unalived themselves because of this ghost and because of that evil that was in the house. And then he left the house, went to Momo and his grandmother, and her grandmother, then came back, found a secret room with all these talismans, and then found out there was a whole like graveyard under his house. Bro, that is insane. And not only on top of that, he talked to the ghost, saw his backstory, and was like, you know what? I'll be your friend, I'll play with you. And he got possessed and almost killed all of his friends. Bro, that's insanity, bro. I think that is way worse than Ira because all she did was like get like captured, you know what I'm saying? And then got blessed with some abilities. This nigga Gigi is out here getting like completely taking control of, and the crazy part is he's still not even fully control of the evil eye. The evil eye can get control of him if they splash some like, what is it, like warm water on his face? Or is it cold water? Splash some water on him and he gonna turn into the evil eye. He can't even control it. He's getting better with it, but it's still bad, you know what I'm saying? So until he gains control of that, I don't know. I would hate to be Gigi in that situation, okay? That would be trash. You know what I'm saying? You're just trying to be nice and now your whole body going. You know what I'm saying? You can't even do nothing. And then everybody seen you meat, you know what I'm saying? when the evil eye took off the underwear, you know what I'm saying? And gave it to Okaran, it's like, you know what? This is our promise. This is a promise that's basically saying like, I ain't gonna fight nobody but you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the? Now everybody just see you Johnson, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, that is Gigi's placement. On to the next person. Now, bringing into the top 3. Number 3, I put, what's her name? Ren Saki. Okay, I got the list over here. I put Ren Saki at number 3. Her backstory was crazy. Oh, like, your friend, like, you didn't want to be an idol with her, but then as soon as you wanted to, like, you was taking care of your grandmother or whatever, but as soon as your grandmother was like, nah, go be an idol, like, do your thing, follow your dreams. Then you find out that Shorty died, like, oh my gosh. Like, your best friend just died, like, I think they were on the way to get her. She had all of that trauma, like, built up inside of her. It was just, like, to the point where that guilt was so crazy, it was physically about to kill her because that spirit was feeding off of that, bro. That was insane. She's a strong, that's why I like Dandadan, because they got really good female characters and it's showing her strength. Like, she's mentally a very strong person because not a lot of people could live through that or like not like let that crush them. You know what I'm saying? Like, she's able to function as a proper, you know, student in school and be like the class rep, even though she got all of this trauma. That was a wild backstory right there. I don't think that backstory was anything in comparison to the top 2. Let's get into the second person from the top, number 2. At number 2, second most traumatic backstory in Dandadan. I'm gonna have to put Unie Zuma. Unie Zuma's backstory was insane. I almost put him at number 1. Unie Zuma's backstory was crazy, bro. Let's start all the way at the beginning. His dad dies. Boom. That's already a hit to the psyche. Then he went to the meeting with his father's company, and his father's company blamed it on his dad and was like, well, he shouldn't have been overworking himself. That's his fault. And the mom, she already kind of cooked, but she's okay because she still got 2 little boys she need to watch after. So they do the funeral or whatever, cool. After that, rainy day, little kid not showing up home from school. He's supposed to have been at home already. Unie Zuma, he already knows something wrong. He take off outside to the little river where they be at. Bro, little kid done drowned, cuz. God, bro, when I was reading that, I was like, no. Like, little kid with the umbrella, like, my nigga come float like Mary Poppins or something. Like, damn, like, bro really got cooked by the elements. I'm not even trying to make a joke out of it. That's actually fucked. Then the mom, like, bro, the mom is what really got me, bro, because I love my mom, okay? And I couldn't imagine my mom doing no crap like this. She took him to the amusement park. She got him some ice cream. They had an amazing day. Then she tried to drag that man in front of the subway. Oh my God. Not a lot of manga can do this, but this manga kind of had me on the edge of my seat. I was like, bro, what is finna happen? You know what I'm saying? Like, she really just tried to drag this man in front of the train. She went, she got splattered, you know what I'm saying? He fortunately got his hand though. That was crazy. So his whole family is gone, like, by the way, his whole family's gone now. So then he goes to like them little like youth homes or whatever, and then like the kids are bullying him there, and then he ends up like growing up and like just like basically hating society, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like the world is taking everything from him and he ain't do nothing. You know what I'm saying? All bro wanted to do was just live with his fucking family. Like, damn, like, I can't live. Bro, like, I can't live. So then he having a horrible life. He ended up becoming like a gangster. Like, he ended up becoming a thug, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, bro was looking clean. I can't lie, the piercings and the haircut, bro looked kind of cool, I can't lie. And, you know, the police officers kind of saved him a little bit and, basically got him on the right path again. And then, everything happens in the manga and you kind of see how that kind of concludes and stuff like that. But I think that his backstory was pretty, like, that was insane. You know what I'm saying? Like, for a kid to have to go through 3 deaths in like all in like, it seemed like 1 year. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's definitely the second worst backstory in Dandadan. But let's get into the number 1 worst backstory in Dandadan. At number 1, Uno. Each. And ain't that one in Japanese? I'm trolling. Bro, number 1, definitely Vamola. If you didn't know that Vamola was gonna be number 1, I don't even know, like, it couldn't have been nobody else. Her entire people got I'm sorry, and I don't know if that's a trigger word for YouTube, so I'm gonna have to cut that out. But her entire people got, you know what I mean? Like, taken over by aliens, you know what I'm saying? She was so young, she didn't even remember like her, like, I don't even know if she didn't remember her parents or anything. She was in the middle of a field crying, you know what I'm saying? Old lady came up, scooped her up, basically raised her from a child. like all the while trying to dip and dive and duck these aliens that are actively looking for them so they can eat them and turn them into like biomech suits. They get eaten by that giant other alien. They get spit out. They like armor for the other aliens and stuff like that, for the weaker aliens and stuff. Kind of looking like the Krang for real from Ninja Turtles. You know what I'm talking about. If you ever watch Ninja Turtles, you know what the Krang are. That's exactly what was happening. Y'all remember when they was in the cave and then the Vamola was like, I don't want to, like, they was like, they had like no food and like they was basically cooked. And she was like, I don't want to die. Like, if I'm gonna die, like, you're just gonna have to kill me. And the old lady had like the, you know what I mean, to her head. Like, I was like, bro. And she was like, nah, we gonna keep fighting. So then they ended up deciding to fight back. You know what I'm saying? And they went to that like giant like camp where they had all the males kind of locked up, and they like start unchaining people. And then dude like took off and ran. I was like, bro, you're an idiot. Like, you just got freed from basically death. You know what I'm saying? You just got freed, and then you gonna take off running and make a scene. And Vamola just told you not to make a scene, and then you took off running. I want to call him by his name. But then they started freeing people, and then they started this whole battle, and then they opened the portal up in the pyramid or whatever and sent Vamola to Earth, and they was like, you know, I love you or whatever. And then they sent her to Earth, and then she was like, find somebody strong, and that kind of set up Vamola's whole mission on Earth and stuff like that. That is crazy. That has got to be the worst and most tragic backstory in Dandadan. If you do not agree, please let me know what your list is in the comments. Dandadan has got some great backstories. It's got some really great writing. It really gets you attached to these characters because I actually care for each one of these characters, you know what I'm saying? Besides like Kento, because, I mean, bro, just a fan, to be honest. I ain't gonna say I hate bro, but I don't really care for bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, like, bro just gotta be there. I will say, bro had one good moment. Kenta had one good moment when they left that note and said, we need your help at the house. When Mo and him left that note at the house and said, we need your help. He was like, I'm on the way. He got on the fucking motorcycle, whatever. That was not for you, little bro. That was for Granny, bro. We are not calling for you. That was funny though, because he ended up saving the day at the end of the day. So I'll give him his credit. He did cook when it came to the alien robot battle. That was tough. So I gotta give bro his credit. But other than that, I don't really know about bro. Hopefully in the future we get Momo's backstory and kind of like why she, like where she got these latent powers from. A little bit of Okaran's backstory, like maybe he has something to do with the paranormal. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. So maybe we get those backstories in the future. Maybe not. I don't know. Let me know what your list is in the comments. Make sure to subscribe for more Dandadan content and more manga content in general, because I'll be talking about a bunch of stuff. Like, comment, share, to be honest. And that's it.